Всем доброе утро. Ну что, давайте посмотрим, что это такая за игра. Ну, я там чисто тестил. Начинаем новую игру. График, кстати, стоит сразу на эпике. Самое высшее качество. Русификаторов пока еще нету, поэтому придется понимать на английском. Да, это трусы на голове. Как попали в джем.
Captain, are you ready for the obligatory tutorial level?
Alright, but let's make this quick. I got dozens of pirate dickheads to vaporize, and I reckon everyone playing this is already sporting a pre-game stiffy.
Don't worry, Captain. There will be something to jerk off to as soon as you complete the mission and return to the Mary Celeste.
В игре, кстати, нет уровня сложности. Ну, тут рассказ то, что это щиты, ЗЖП, это энергия.
We will now perform a standard engine check by assessing your familiarity with WASD movement.
Ну, что там пропускает, что? Поверь, тут нет ничего интересного по факту.
Very good. Now, let's try cruise mode.
Надо посмотреть, будет только не космические баталии.
But it will also disable your weapons.
Но выглядит прикольно. Есть ускорение.
Readings are green. Next is a routine weapons test. Please click the left mouse button to fire your generic unlimited ammo laser cannon primary attack.
Ты эту порнуху можешь просто на порнхабе вести 3D и все. Точно такое же все будет.
Your ability to follow basic instructions is confirmed. The special weapon system also requires some explanation.
Точно, там же что-то нет.
Press the right mouse button
Подождите.
to fire your missile.
Вы хоть знаете, насколько у вас темная игра? Я только сейчас увидел. У вас очень темная игра. Подожди. Во. Вот так вот игра на самом деле выглядит. Ядрить. Захват игры, короче, сломан у нее. Полноэкранный. Пошел на робот, давай. Это так использовал ее энергию на полную. Если это готово, и левая сторона говорит тебе об этом, значит она готова.
The prototype charge drive installed on the Phoenix.
А, это тоже жрет энергию. Поэтому с этим надо быть аккуратней. Так. Ай. Куру.
Initial checks are complete, Captain. You are officially ready to start some shit. I detect several waves of pirate ships approaching that will provide a brisk yet entertaining introduction to space combat. Good luck.
Keep those full service outlets of yours warm for me, Demi. This won't take long.
Я должен сказать, музыка неплохо проработана. Бодрячковая. Только, не знаю, в игре нет уровня сложности. Это как бы означает то, что где-то она будет действительно очень простая, где-то будет вообще непреодолимая. Не похоже на Mass Effect. Это не похоже на XCOM. А из Mass Effect они вроде говорили только то, что это концовки цветовые будет. Я не понял, где миссии. Вам я она была. Здесь она тоже будет. Как ты видишь. У меня через сколько часов Спликин за дочь будет? Это будет долгий диалог.
Alright, piece of piss. Demi, any survivors out there?
All pirate dickheads have officially been vaporized, Captain. We'll see you back on board soon. Welcome back, Captain. Impressive bounty hunting work, as usual. I am wet.
Fucking hell. Let me tell you, massacring these pirate pricks never gets
Ну,
old.
сейчас начнется
Keeping them
стёб.
from raiding the solar territories just
Все эти
knocks it
шутейки.
all off. Still, something feels wrong about finally going legit.
Indeed. I imagine you feel like quite the sellout working for the Imperium.
Of course I do. Those uptight cunts. Look, you can do my species to extinction in the middle of nowhere, or you can tell us to play along with your puritanical bullshit. You can't have both.
It does seem like quite a shit deal, as you often say.
What I wouldn't give to be smuggling again. Can't we give the old boys a ring and see if they got any illicit cargo to move?
I could try, but it is doubtful anyone would entrust us with another job after the last incident.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. They never told me those crates were full of pure cocainium. They should have known a bloke like me was going to lose at least half that shipment up his nose.
Possibly, but I think they were more disappointed with the fact that you traded the rest of it while you were still high for a lifetime gold tier subscription to tentacles.com.
Oh, that was a steal. The behind-the-scenes content alone.
Но это же робот, у него не будет анимации, а у этого у него роскошь за трусами.
When did I become such a fucking loser?
Кстати, смотри,
Considering what I have
бантик.
observed during our time together, I can confidently say it is likely you were always a loser.
Yeah, thanks for that. Really cheered me up good.
Captain, I am detecting elevated levels of stress and anxiety in your voice. With now being an ideal time to
А
showcase the adult
липсинка
portion
вообще
of this
нету.
game,
Один робот, а
I
у
highly
другого
suggest
скрыто.
you allow me to perform fellatio on you.
Hey, what did I tell you about using your adaptive language program?
I apologize if my terminology is too formal, Captain. I will adjust my vocabulary in accordance to your preferences.
Надо посмотреть,
Please
когда
let me
другие
suck your
появятся.
cock.
А вдобавок
Good
это
as
сделано
gold.
под стёб визуальных новелл. Как бы вот теперь можно, но нам это нужно, когда есть возможность попустить. Мне как бы не страшно, забаньте, по новый канал создам. Неужели как будто никто никогда не видел, как делается минет? Блин, она вот прям горит, то что типа нажми на меня. Сейчас будет прикол, если нажимаешь продолжить, и она говорит нет. Ну ладно, это добровольно-принудительно будет. Только клавиши жалко. Это такой этот ваш секс. Не знаю, но здесь говорят, есть секс. У меня есть идея. Я потому что знаю примерно, насколько это экрана будет. Это есть в Steam, да. В Steam сейчас топ-1. Серьезно. Не в мире даже. Ща, у меня есть план. А, спалился. Так. О. А, ну тут снизу можно еще ползуну показать. Я рад, что мне выпал именно этот код. Как порно версии Mass Effect. Это только старт, считай. Блин. Что она делает с котиком? Блин, у нее прикольные сережки есть. Блин. Тихо, тихо, аккуратненько. Тихо, тихо, спокойно. Тихо, тихо. Во, прикольные сережки. Так куда ты? Во. Это было опасно. Но я-то кота не видел в этом процессе. Я только двигал его. Ничего особенного. Такое может каждый практически сделать. Но вот именно с такой стилистикой нет. Это еще.
I believe that was a warning shot from a feed breaker cannon.
It's Dreadlord Tybalt. Demi, would you care to explain why a goddamn pirate king is locked onto my ship?
That is quite peculiar. The Mary Celeste is in stealth mode. We should be undetectable.
Get that short ass on the comms for me.
Captain?
G'day, fuckwit.
Your putrid tongue will do you no good. After months of hunting, my prey is finally within my grasp.
Oh, come on. I only killed maybe like a couple hundred of your mates. How about I just transfer you the bounty credits and we call it even? Think of it like insurance. You'll probably come out ahead in the end.
You think I care about the droves of peons you executed? You know why I'm here? Now, you will return both the Phoenix and my personal mainframe droid to me at once!
Okay, the Phoenix. Now that one I can understand. But Tybalt, we've been over this. Demi's not yours anymore. I cucked you. Fair and
Не, в
square.
основном это около писюновые шутки.
You fuckboy bandit! I spent millions to install that custom pleasure hardware, and you stole her before I even
Короче,
had
мы
a
украли у
chance
него и
to
андроид, и
use
вот этот корабль.
You calling me a thief? Mate, she's the one that asked me to reformat her.
That is correct. He is a much better captain. And I was eager to allow him to use me and all of my new holes.
You bastard!
Короче, он приделал ей, оказывается, все эти дырки.
Unimaginable agony at the hands of my most skilled engineers of torture!
You know, as horrible as that sounds.
Не, ну то, что у них нет лицевых анимаций, это стёб над визуальными новеллами.
The size of my dick, seriously.
First, you steal my property. Then you defile my mainframe. And now, you dare to compare me to your filthy solar genitals? Enough! Gunner, prepare the cannon. Fire on the count of 3. Oh, this is going to be good. 1.
Warning. Captain, he is preparing his primary weapon to thoroughly fuck up our shit.
Relax, there's no way he's gonna destroy the Mary Celeste with you on board, right?
2.
Ну что-то сюжета.
Unfortunately, I do
Мы
not
сосали
agree with
котика.
your assessment.
Oh, shit!
It was nice knowing you, Captain.
3.
Скажешь, что это стёб посторонний и так далее.
What
А вот это я не могу зацензурить.
Somebody scrambled our systems!
Oh, is that what I think it is?
It appears someone is using child pornography to disrupt Tybalt's targeting.
What?
Ah!
Ну вот в этих роликах есть анимация. Фортуна. Удачи.
Fucking oath! Is that Fortune?
The one and only, Captain. I see you've got a little bit of a problem here.
You reckon, eh?
I can't disable Tybalt's ship for long. If I were you, I'd make the most of this Deus Ex character introduction and haul some ass to my fighter.
I concur, Captain. I will prepare the Phoenix for the first boss battle.
Get it off now! My eyes! My eyes!
Alright, you fun-sized fucker. Here I come!
No! You think you can defeat me? I will break you in half and make you feast upon your own anus! Welcome to your execution!
Ай-яй-яй. Пока что простой босс. Интересно, сделают ли для него? Сделают ли для него интересно вторую стадию? Хотя. Блин, метеориты сдвигают. А, похоже, попадание регистрируется только когда он в поле зрения.
We're taking too much damage. Signal for reinforcements.
Tybalt is pulling back to regroup. More ships are inbound to protect him.
Pissing off already? I thought this was an execution!
Maximize the tri-laser. Destroy that ship.
Эй, а, не так много. Куда ты? Да ладно, слишком изи бой. Ладно, беру свои слова обратно, не надо. Протонки выжигают. Весь бюджет ушел на рекламу, это по логике дела киберпанка.
Damn it! Break those fleet breaker cannon. We'll return soon, Captain.
Tybalt is retreating again. You should expect
Но тут неизвестно, сколько у студии Хоу вообще людей как бы в распоряжении. Считаю, им же нужно было найти программиста, еще что-то. Серьезно, хилка выпала, хоть я чуть-чуть только потерял.
I've got something for you.
Ой. Тут аж даже 3 стадии. Уйди. Да чё ж ты никак не хочешь умирать? На, это просто. Я говорю, за отсутствие уровня сложности что-то будет очень простым, а другое будет очень сложным. Когда я вернусь, в 1000 членов будет в твоей заднице.
Everyone on board will now likely suffer a slow, horrible death. Congratulations, Captain.
Impressive work, Captain.
Fortune! Good on ya! You saved our asses back there. I owe you one.
Nah, don't worry about it. After all, Tybalt only found you because I faked a distress signal from that patrol you wiped out.
You fucking what? Why the hell would you do that?
3 reasons. First, I knew he hated you enough to fly out here and try to kill you himself. So that forced him into my little trap. Second, Tybalt's in possession of something really important that we're going to need. Now that his ship is disabled, you can climb aboard and get it. And third, because the last time we worked together, you tried to run off with my half of the payload. You unbelievable dick!
Well,
Перша.
I only did that because I thought I could get away with it. Right, Demi?
That is true. He thought you were, and I quote, a barely legal 3 out of 10 code monkey with a 6 out of 10 ass.
First off, my ass is at least a 7. Second, Code Monkey is a title reserved for losers, playing with scripts they barely understand. So, if that's all you think I am, it's clear you didn't learn your lesson the first time.
Oh yeah?
Привет,
What you
папа.
gonna do
Привет,
about
Джонни.
it? Make us watch a chud asshole 69?
That's not a bad idea. How about I fly your ship into the nearest sun instead?
Coordinates received. Course set for 0.00 with manual override and safety protocol disabled.
Demi, what the shit?
My apologies, Captain. Apparently, she is capable of overriding my systems.
За неуплату направил его на
Okay,
солнце.
time out. I'm officially calling a timeout on all killing and or homicidal threats until I know what the hell is going on here.
Ну, короче, Фортуна умеет взламывать. И взломал корабль, направил на солнце.
Orders cancelled.
All right, make it quick. What's the deal, Trouble?
We just so happen to have a mutual friend, and they've helped me put together the opportunity of a lifetime for us.
Us? As in you and me working together again?
You're the only ace pilot I know that has a ship with military-grade stealth tech, and isn't shy about breaking the
Не, я
law.
ставлю то, что это нет лицевых анимаций, только лишь из-за того, то, что
Anyone else is qualified.
это как визуальная новелла
The
еще.
entire galaxy.
Oh, don't stop there. Why not mention my stellar military record as well?
Stellar until they court-martialed your ass.
Flippin' heck, that was all just a big misunderstanding.
Actually, Captain, fornicating with a superior officer is indeed against Solar Navy regulations, especially if it's with 2 at once.
The epitome of professionalism. Now, I'm gonna need you to raid what's left of Tybalt's battleship, and bring back a super important data capsule from his archives.
A raid? That's no one bloke job. There's no telling how many pissed off pirates are still alive on that ship.
Oh, I'm aware.
О,
That's why
теперь
I
мы
have
будем
some
изучать
local
ближний бой.
options,
Привет,
with
Маркиш.
some backup to help you out.
Now hold up a tick. I never said you could bring a team.
Ну
of
как, теперь
birds
начинается
to Mary
XCOM.
Celeste. Those guys could be a bunch of trigger-happy dingleberry dangling deros for all I know.
Well, if you're not willing to work with us, the option of finding out how long it takes for your ship to melt is still on the table.
Captain, I am receiving a boarding request from a vessel directly outside our hangar.
Fine. Let them board.
Permission granted per your request. I will meet them in the docking bay and escort them to the bridge.
Relax, Captain. Just do what I say, and everything's going to be fine.
All right. But just so you know, if anyone other than a sexually aggressive, big-tittied MILF goddess walks through that door, I'm going to be very disappointed.
О, удачи.
So you're the one leading the raiding party?
Hey.
Let me introduce you to my scientist friend, Dr. Lillian Margulis.
Nice to meet you, Captain. I've heard great things.
Great things?
Пока идет диалог, пойду налью чаю.
Nah, I'm just some backwater smuggler.
Perhaps. But a man who's not afraid to break the rules and put something you want exactly where you need it can be quite useful.
Oh, fuck me, that is so fucking sexy. Well, welcome aboard. Should I call you doctor or...
How polite. Thank you for asking. Since we'll be working together, I prefer to drop the formalities.
Это
just
зачем
have you
Дэдпул,
call me
блин?
Lily.
Да-да.
Captain, I apologize for the interruption, but I must warn you about something.
And I'm not just a doctor. That title's a bit limited. I have a doctorate in genetic engineering, with a specialization in laboratory incubation methodology.
Captain, if I may,
I have absolutely no idea what any of that means. So, what exactly
Ну тут
do
пока
you
что
do,
некуда
Lily?
опускать руки, ша.
I create.
Можно идти на YouTube
And with that
посмотреть.
being said,
Там отмотать где-то минут
how
7
about I
назад.
introduce you to the rest of our team?
There's more of you. Oh, yes, please.
Oh no.
Very well. Oh, boys.
О-о.
Boys?
Шмахер на то, что тут есть сексуальный контент. Yes. Да.
What in the history of fuck are those things?
They're called manticores, or mantics for short.
I'm detecting the DNA of dozens of species within these creatures.
That's correct.
Ну,
They're
капитан
born from
Трусцены
a
говорил.
potent combination that allows them to be highly combat effective
Сейчас, секунду.
and survive in any environment.
Потому что создавался по образу и подобию.
They look a bit dim-witted to me, and dangerous.
No need to worry. Mantics are obedient to anyone that wears one of these neural linking Dominus collars. It allows the user to give them
Ни одного
commands,
пива с Андерной.
even
Ни
with
одного.
minimal mutual training.
If you are
Я не
able to
особо пьющий
control
пока
them,
работаю.
can you please stop that one from urinating on my floor?
All right, I get the setup. The lovely doctor and I raid the ship with these mutated cunts and bring back your booty. What about payment?
You'll get paid in full once you retrieve the data capsule.
You're telling me I'm just supposed to trust you? You, the one who intentionally threw me into a pirate death trap an hour ago?
That's a fair point, Captain. Let me ask you this. Do you think fortune would ever fuck you?
Come again?
Here we go.
Do you think she'd ever fuck you? Put your cock in
Тебя
her
засадил.
mouth?
Я
Let
нет,
you
героя,
stick
да.
it anywhere you want.
На полшишечки в рот.
I'd have to go with a hard no on that one.
Well, I would. And if you do this, I will. You see, I conscripted into the military just like all solars do. I've been in combat before.
And what does that have to do with us possibly banging?
Mortal danger and adrenaline have a way of getting me turned on to the point that I can barely think of anything other than getting absolutely pounded over and over until I fucking explode. Does that sound like an appealing opportunity to you?
For some reason, I am suddenly quite interested in this job.
All right, you two, knock it off. The emergency system on Tybalt's battleship is holding together for now, but that thing's gonna blow within the next hour. We need to get over there, grab the data capsule, and get out.
Well, Captain, it's time for you to see
Серьезно,
what the
капитан
dogs
после...
can do.
Корабль после тех анимаций даже не разлетелся на куски. Мощно. Тот стул был гетто.
We're good to go, Captain. Just in time, too. Looks like our pirate chums have arrived.
Guys, what are we doing here? I thought our boss made an epically uptight statement that he didn't want to be associated with porn.
Yeah, well, can't exactly release a bunch of premium assets for free and then not expect someone to throw them into a shovelware smut game at some point.
I've got a clean shot at that funny-looking one over there. Should I take it?
Ну только до одного.
Fire away.
Ah, fuck him as prime! I am killed! What the suck? I swear I did more damage in my last game.
Это что за Дарт Мол?
Now, that's
Ну, кстати,
just
поле
one
боя
tool.
вообще просто крайне
Darling,
пиксельное.
why don't you show that scoundrel how to play nicely? Oh, did you just crush that bad
Мили
man's
разве не
spinal column for
50%
me?
наносит?
What a sweet boy.
Это стреляет.
This armor cost 17 million credits. Did you really expect to break it so easily, you arsemongers?
А, есть еще и броня.
Nice shot. Who's a good monster? Oh, yes, you are.
А, это броня. Серьезно, у них прописано ХП. Он не мог так быстро. Адреналин, северный аптеки, время шифровки.
Lovely. Time for some delicious revenge.
Так, если ты получаешь адреналин, то... то у тебя есть ультимативная способность. А это 2 выстрела. Серьезно? Стэнс и Джорджа? На, у него тут, понятно, броня была.
I didn't even get to eat Zeno pussy!
We have incoming.
I should never have sent marketplace assets to do this job. Weaklings, all of them. Now you will feel the true power of the Dread Fleet.
It's the ship's captain. He looks tougher than the others. How do we take him out?
Да, серьезно.
Don't mess with my babies.
На Е двигаться. Короче, понятно. А это что еще? Можно усилить ее атаку на 80%.
Oh, that was positively amazing. I've never felt so savagely delighted.
Но крайне пиксельное поле боя, это, конечно. Надеюсь, меньше таких будет.
Still no sign of the data capsule. We'll keep looking and dealing with any other wankers that get in our way.
Хотя, может, тут интерактивнее будет.
Well done, Captain.
О, нет. Только не фарм ресурсов, только не фарм ресурсов. Нормально.
Yes. Taking the shot.
Фига себе. Жалко, что ты не Цербер. А, серьезно, ты еще можешь двигаться? Фига себе, мощная псина.
We have incoming.
Я. А, ближние бойцы получают 40% только урон от этого. Понятно.
Fire away. One less scum.
А ну, кстати, по двоим может ломануть.
Don't mess with my babies.
Ну-ка, что за ультимейт у собаки?
Mark the target.
Скорее всего, надо дойти.
Target down.
Кусь лапками.
Ready.
Какой же ультимейт у собаки по ноге? Паша, не хочу это видеть. Say A. Да, просто.
Very well.
Серьезно. Я думал, там будет помощнее хотя бы. Ну, это как будто вообще урон не прибавился. Собак-то за что?
Taking the shot. Target down. This is like a dream come true. I feel like a proud mother watching my children grow up and become the successful killing machines I always knew they could be. Jolly good job.
По факту это только ранний доступ. Потому что это еще не релиз игры. Собака, как долго это будет теперь?
Looks like we've located the data vault. The capsule should be right here.
You dare raid a flagship
Надеюсь,
of the
тут есть
Dread
пазлы.
Fleet?
Кажется, да.
Prepare for the ass thrashing of a lifetime!
Всего один момент. Мгм.
Tybalt? Oh, yes, I live. And after I dismember you and your friends, I'll board my escape pod and watch you burn to ashes. What do you think about that?
Mark the target.
Фига себе, у него передвижение.
Easy
По-моему,
peasy.
лучше, реально лучше давать баф на собаку. Кусь. Жалко, у собаки нет двойной атаки. Но он телепортируется, небось. Воу.
The big one's mine.
От собаки, а?
I'm here. One less scumbag.
Блин, тут есть стан. Серьезно? Ну, минус собака.
We have incoming. Mark the target. Fire away.
Watch your step!
Я не люблю.
Put this in your ass and smoke it!
Не, ну сейчас ульт врубит и все.
Suck my cannons!
А, серьезно, у него такой рандомный ульт? Это же борец силы собаки. И как похоже, станущая граната сбивает адреналин. А, неплохой, кстати, ульту. Угу. Так. Ну, не знаю, он очень сильно бьет, поэтому его тоже надо, все равно надо контрить.
It looks like like we've located the data vault.
Tybalt?
Ready. Taking the shot. Don't mess with my babies.
Watch yourself!
Брони реально нету. Но ульт у него вообще не страшный.
Big one's mine.
А, теперь они в другом месте появились.
Yes. Fire away.
Минус пес. У этого ульт должен зарядиться. Но это крайне бесполезный у него ульт, ей-богу.
Ready. I've got the capsule.
Roger that. Now just give me a minute to teabag this little shit and we'll be on our way.
You may have defeated me now, but we shall see who suffers the final cucketing, Captain!
Tybalt has activated the ship's self-destruct sequence. I highly suggest immediate evacuation.
I don't wish to pull rank, but perhaps you can save your ball-dragging antics for a later date, so that we don't all risk perishing in a massive explosion.
Ah, but he's gonna get away!
Did you forget our little arrangement, Captain? You've got something much more satisfying waiting for you back on the Mary Celeste. Now that I'm about as turned on as I've ever been in my entire life, how about we go back to the ship and we celebrate this new partnership of ours properly?
You really do know how to persuade me, don't you? Everyone, shuttle! Now!
Жуть.
Well done, Captain.
Режет вверх.
Magnificent. You remember when I said you could put it anywhere, Captain? I wasn't lying.
Bugger me senseless!
That is the idea. So tell me, should I make a silly examination joke at this point? Or just stuff my panties into your mouth and fuck you?
Just the sex, please.
Very well. Say ah.
Ну, здесь совершенно неожиданный котик произошел. Как бы тут я уже ничего не могу поделать. Я же не знал, что... Ой. Ну, ладно. Я мискликнул.
So, do we need to have,
Можно?
you know, the talk?
The talk? If this is about rank, there's no need. I understand that this is your ship and you're the one in charge.
That's... yeah, I was talking more about us and this.
Я мискликнул, я просто привык то, что продолжить, это продолжает,
And?
а не скипает.
And I'm just saying that the whole sexual dynamic aboard
Я
the
думаю,
ship
тут
is
где-то
quite
есть
ambiguous at the moment.
коллекция
I
сцен.
don't really see that changing anytime soon. So,
Oh, Captain, how adorable of you. It doesn't matter if you shag other people, and I'm not going to stop shagging you if you do. In fact, it only turns me on more. So, allow me to introduce you to something.
Мне самому печально, я хотел романтить вот эту докторшу.
Welcome to Pandora. This system will allow you to arrange a steamy romp with any of
Кажется,
the ladies on the ship.
как бы я не хотел, там все равно вон есть сцены.
oh fuck, this is hot. I feel like a pervert in a pussy store.
Романтика ее тут нет. Нет, есть.
Leveling your wifeys will get
Это
you
не просто
PP,
ваш секс, это
aka
романтика.
Puto points. The more you earn, the more you can enjoy. Use the grid to unlock the depravity you wish to taste. Assemble your feast, and then devour it.
Левый угол можно было бы просто
As you
котом
can see,
закрыть.
you've already unlocked this lovely little scene of ours here. This is called a recruitment scene.
Ну, бан
The
так бан.
yellow
Икни.
border means it's extra special. Spend your points wisely, Captain. You cannot undo purchases, so don't blow them all on one blowjob.
Ну да, короче, можно будет открывать с ними сцены и
This is
при
just a
разговоре
sampler
использовать
of the
их.
wonders
Потому
of
что вон это
Pandora.
Пандора.
As your revolution progresses, you'll find a delectable assortment of wank material here. Experiment, Captain. I'll leave you to it then. If you want me or any of the other loyal ladies aboard to pay you a visit, simply give us a call with Pandora. Ta-ra!
По-моему, надо было сказать тарара. Как в целом ощущение от игры. Забавно. Putter points. Tease. Stalker. Я боюсь запускать Пандору. Премиум рекрутмент. Я просто на всякий случай запущу кота. Игра в чем-то неплоха, но когда доходит до боев вот этих в ближнем бою, где командуешь отрядами, это жесть. Котик был прав.
Oh, yes. Oh.
Так, стой, это нога? Нет, это не нога.
Oh, yes.
Так, нет. Во. Офигеть. Играю, не покладая рук.
Oh, yes.
Да чтоб тебя.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Что происходит? Здорово, Зумбу. Развратная трансляция вижу я. Только котик. Так, тихо. Потому что возможно кота, так чтобы не спалить, запалить ничего лишнего. Не, ну где-то это разрешено, но добавок гениальный геймплей. Не собирали говорить про какую цензурную версию спеца для стримов. Что-то я не вижу такой. Игра в раннем доступе еще не завезли цензуру версию. Вот те цензуру версии. Блин, кота все-таки. Но эта медсестра, она страстная, я не зря хотел только ее романсить, в принципе. Диды, конечно, у нее там груди. Че просто летает по воздуху. Я за место кота посовершил лапу. Котики приятнее, чем бабушка. А, нет, так лицо закрывается. Понятно, почему я кота ниже-то делаю. Как тебе озвучка? Это вроде прокачка. Это типа игру уже прошел. Смол. Остаток поднимется. Так сказать, закачиваю в нее ловаки. Вот вытаскивай ты зачем? Возвращаем котика стандартный, потому что там есть третий анимация, которую я добавил. Не, ну кибернетику я не одобряю. Ну, туда бог нет ничего. Просто только отойти, а котики на экране. Но это как бы, это и так всем известно, это была первая сцена. А, серьезно? Пока что еще нету. Ну как бы вот тут слева вообще все видно. Чё к чему? Одной рукой котик управлять неудобно. Нет, там нужно смотреть и регулировать. Лол, звука в игре не было. Кстати, возможно, сейчас будет отставать. Да, он будет отставать от ролика. Вот понимаешь, Ламур, там мне иногда непонятно, далеко он отъедет, вытащит он или нет. И как далеко у нее грудь полетит. Но сами сцены неплохо проработаны. Че по геймплею, а то я не особо следил за игрой. Смотри, короче, есть космические бои. Это как раньше такие космосимуляторы. Которые, да, когда ты просто летаешь, стреляешь и побеждаешь противников. Задача уничтожать больше и больше, хотя они и прибывают, и прибывают. А потом есть наземные. Нечто между XCOM и еще какой бы я игру бы сравнил. Не знаю, своего рода Disciples. Или вот даже Легенда из Ивальда. Здесь космические бои есть постельно. Мы побеждаем в последних всегда. И вот последний наземный бой, это очень трудно. Сейчас на боссе я, допустим, слился один раз. Ну тут сложности нет, поэтому не так уж и трудно все должно быть.
General Willow, why am I not surprised to find you excavating the Imperium's asshole with
А еще нету лицевых анимаций в визуал новеллах.
Greetings, Blythe. I see you haven't lost that trashy
Вот
excuse
да.
for etiquette during your pitiful fall
Но я
from
думаю, это
grace.
в честь
I
того, что
would
это визуальная
address you
новелла.
as general, but we both know you no longer bear that rank.
Все на
At least
анимацистик
as
ушло.
far as the Solar Navy is
Все на
concerned.
оплату программистам ушло. Потому что люди могут создать это и без программистов, но игру нет. Они могли бы создать сцену, где Форс был бы один такой огромный игрофильм.
Not even the dignity for gender-neutral insults in this day and age. What a pity you turned out to be. And this army of yours, the requital. You command nothing but a bunch
Ну,
of
также тут очень много
augmented
типа пошлых
insentient
шуток.
abominations. Such fetid monstrosities.
Ядрить у нее это бубы. Больше, чем у докторши.
I wouldn't expect an impotent failure like you to understand.
Enough of this. I'm going to give you one chance to surrender. You know, decorum and all that.
No. I'm going to give you one chance to surrender. If you engage, I will be forced to destroy your entire fleet. I will not hesitate to do so. Fuck off. Now.
Always the diplomat. I had hoped you
Ну,
would
кстати, вот
find a way
музыка
to
еще
shine
неплоха.
at least some semblance of dignity.
Музыка, в принципе, в игре качает.
Oh well.
I await your next command, General. I do hope it involves mass destruction.
These men would rather sit on the Imperium's cock and call it a throne than die with honor. I will not allow this. I believe in freedom, in a future where we will no longer suffer the unjust sanctions of dickless bastards that feared our ascendancy. Those that fear our true power. This man
И как
must
хорошо
be
то, что это не надо
eliminated,
читать.
so that I can take my rightful place as the supreme commander of the Solar Empire. For I am the last great hope for all Solars. And this is the army that will blaze our path to redemption.
Я думаю, доп-контент будет это просто расширение сцен.
Motherfucking requital!
Субтитров иногда не хватает. О, тут 3 за счет порнушки. Приказ 666, 666. Не, как тоже есть куда деньгам уходить. А, ну вот и все. Изи корабль разнесли, блин. Не. Я тебе говорю, это как старый симулятор, когда ты просто летишь вперед. А, щиты у тебя выдержали, да, такой взрыв? Она не будет главным злодеем, если она их не вынесет. Ядрить. Стрелять надо, а не смотреть, идиоты. Ну да. Не сделать ни одного выстрела. Можно ее оставить на тычету? Думаю, да. На бубы засмотрелись.
Remains on the field.
Oh, really?
Как бы
Hey, Pussy,
буба
are
бубами,
you still
но
there?
когда ты постареешь, они все равно упадут.
You fucking bitch!
Так что надо смотреть на лицо.
So much for your bullshit. I knew you were a genuine scumbag despite your gentlemanly decorum. No wonder you bent
Но
over
музыка, я
so
говорю,
easily
тут
for
очень
the Imperium.
мощно.
One and the same.
They will come for you. The Imperium.
Но даже если нельзя на Твиче стримить, но у меня нет ничего.
Fool! You chose to commit a
Я
large
думаю, сидел
portion of your
трек
remaining
не отхватить.
forces to a personal pissing
Она типа
contest.
русская.
That
Не
kind
знаю.
of stupidity and weakness must be
Я сейчас пропустил
eradicated for
диалоги.
our people to thrive.
You could never compromise. We did the right thing.
The right thing? You sold us out, you spineless polyp, upon the asshole of our species.
You don't care about our future. You just kill thousands of solars.
Просто акцент похож на
You
русский обычно.
forced my hand, which, by the way, is something I had to replace after your betrayal.
Кстати, да.
You're fucking insane.
I'd rather be crazy than a traitor. Tell me, how many of us died at the Battle of New Vegas when you turned?
Нью-Вегас.
What a pitiful mistake. At least after today, you won't be able to make any more.
Shall I relay the command to vaporize him, General?
No.
What are you doing?
Target his heat sinks. Let him burn.
Oh, yes. I agree. That is much better.
Damn you, blind. Damn you.
Harry, take down this message and send it to whatever remains of the solar military.
Yes, General. Shall I relay this message on a background of middle fingers and fully holographic meat spins?
Of course.
Бан на Твиче я переживу. Ладно. Вернул свой старый канал.
Dear backstabbing pricks, I'm looking at the burning wreckage of an entire solar fleet
Не, чисто ты
and the eviscerated corpses of
чисто
10
так это вот.
elite assassins. And I'm not happy.
То, как она говорит «Р», вот это все, будто русское.
Actually, Harry, make that 11. The limbs were sort of scattered, but I see the extra head over there now. I'd give you some kind of bad bitch line about never coming back here.
Надо
but
сравнить с
I
Зарей
think we both
из
know your
Overwatch
balls have been sufficiently
на английском.
snipped. Since it won't be long before the rest of Prodigium is beneath my heel, I greatly look forward to your surrender as well.
Ну, сюда про русский акцент я не понимаю,
Sincerely,
если честно.
General
Ну ладно.
Elizabeth Blythe, leader of the
Не,
Recorder.
не, просто когда ты смотришь сериалы, там вот эти вот русские персонажи типа есть, они вот всегда вот таким акцентом говорят.
I didn't make this perfectly clear. Get fucked.
Very poetic, General. Message relayed. What now?
Our lead researcher has escaped with something very important to us. I want her found.
О, нет.
General, our benefactor has already reinforced our science division to complete the new project. We were strictly instructed not to risk Imperium aggression by scouting with requital forces.
This is personal, Harry, and that's also why we are outsourcing this task. Get me someone discreet so that our benefactor won't be aware. Also, you are not to make them aware, or I will have you replaced and transferred to the lower decks where you will serve no purpose other than maintaining our septic system for the rest of your existence. Do you understand?
Yes, General. You have sufficiently threatened me. I do not wish to suffer such a fate, so I will make the arrangements.
You're going to regret it. You're going to regret stealing from me, Lily.
Я так и думал.
Captain, Fortune is on the line and she's asking to speak with you immediately.
Yeah. Give me a tick. I can't find me dunders.
Captain, I do not like to be kept waiting. So? Can you both please get dressed?
Act like you're not impressed.
Besides, if you don't want to see the first mate and his cadets, learn some bloody patience.
If you're calling about the mission, I'm happy to report it was a
По-моему, тут что-то пошло не так. На них не должно быть одежды.
Now that you finished with your dirty little team building exercise, I've got our mutual friend on the line to discuss why we're all here.
Персонализация не... Это чисто его. Смотри, у него даже бантик есть. Во.
Patience, Captain. Foreplay is essential.
Милашка, не правда ли?
Greetings to my favorite big dick bandit. Still taking part in a mix of dubious living contracts and the culling of scumbags.
Я понимаю, тут он хамон какой-то.
You bloody ripper! How the hell are ya?
Senator, what a surprise. I believe this is the first time we have had an official Imperium representative on the line that we weren't attempting to blackmail.
Fortune,
Я подойду.
tell me we have such a distinguished hero involved in this operation.
Mate, I haven't seen you since we tag teamed that Niketh hooker in New Vegas.
Yes. How I miss the old days. You know, the downfall of New Vegas was truly one of the greatest tragedies of our time. By the way, we're about to drop some seriously heavy-handed exposition bombs. So why don't you mark the really important shit down in your codex for review?
That is an excellent idea, Senator. Scanning. Codex assembly and integration is complete. You are welcome to continue your lore funneling at any time, Senator.
The Imperium has ruled over Prodigium for millennia, using their holy scripture known as the Veil to enforce a strict code of purity and conformity. Those species willing to obey the Veil and blessed to receive an invitation to the Imperium Senate have thrived. Others, like yours, have been much less fortunate, simply cast to the wayside and left to rot. It's funny, in a way. You Solars arrived like a miracle from the void. All of Prodigium was in awe, amazed to welcome the only life forms in history to brave a wormhole and make it out alive.
That sure changed real quick once the Imperium realized our ship was a prison transport. I mean, I get we weren't the ideal refugee candidates, but did you have to force us to live on an actual garbage planet?
Well, we figured you'd be content with upgrading from inmates to janitors. But we quickly learned you motherfuckers could not be controlled so easily after you constructed New Vegas from a bunch of leftover scrap.
Those were the days. Partying non-stop at the most kick-ass resort of depraved entertainment in all of Prodigium.
New Vegas. You guys have no idea how much it pisses me off that I never got to see it.
I remember it fondly. The deathmatch gambling, the finest recreational narcotics imaginable, and of course, who could forget the non-stop interspecies fuckathons?
Fucking A. We'd still be living in the golden age if it weren't for those limp-dick bureaucrats voting to shut us down.
The Imperium was afraid. The amount of lewd corruption you inspired in such a short period of time was staggering. You can't exactly push an agenda of purity like the Veil to the masses and then let them be exposed to something like New Vegas.
After all, titty tassels don't quite go hand in hand with celibacy and scripture thumping.
No, they certainly don't. However, it was really all about your military. All that tourist cash managed to buy you an armada even the Imperium didn't want to fuck with. The Battle of New Vegas only confirmed their fears.
We refused to shut down, and you refused to back down. I mean, someone was getting their dick kicked in.
If you had not intervened, the Imperium would have continued raining fire long after our military was bested. We would have been wiped out. The Solars owe you so much.
Oh, please, I only did what I had to.
Офигеть, они все еще разговаривают. Кстати, мне рад то, что можно сворачиваться.
We're all lucky that she listened and showed mercy.
Ugh, Cassidora was a right old witch. I'm glad she's no longer in charge.
The people of Prodigium were already pissed at her and our obviously corrupt Senate for ordering the end of New Vegas. If she followed through, there would have been anarchy, which would have just resulted in even more blood on the Imperium's hands.
Ну, сам веселый играет на Риндеджине, она постоянно в оконном. Давай курсор бегать по экрану.
So, Captain, any plans this weekend? How do you feel about helping us overthrow the intergalactic government?
Overthrow the Imperium. You guys are fucking... You guys are fucking serious?
Now is the time, Captain. I was able to convince Empress Casadora to spare your species, but there are many others that have not been so lucky.
Неплохо, пока до наземного боя не доходит. Но я чувствую, то, что наземный бой будет один из ключевых моментов. Потому что только там за бой дается прокачка. Но возможно, это прокачка одного персонажа. Космические бои классные.
The authoritarian shit show is this close to hitting the fan, Captain. This may be our last chance.
Проблема еще в том, что я не знаю, можно ли этого стримить. Что мне будет за это потом в конце. Но я стараюсь все зацензурить котом. Но кое-что не получилось. YouTube стал очень жесткий. Лучше бы сразу все на списке. Как речь? Ну так и одно дело как бы good game, а другое дело YouTube или Twitch. Что там, куда, я не знаю даже. Он решит ходить по краю. По краю это вот даже без галки. Поэтому я хожу даже по тонкому льду и краю там. Хорошо, что не прогнулись фемкам. Их бы не заставили, потому что это студия такая, которая просто снимает порно. Как ты можешь заставить прогнуться под фемок, вот студию, которая снимает традиционную порнографию, вот такую делать 3D-шную. Я не знаю, сколько студий людей, но, по-моему, не нужно не так много людей, чтобы создавать качественный порно на 30 секунд.
If it were up to me, we'd still find a way to do that.
I'll be on my way now. After all, as a senator, I need to keep up appearances. But fear not, I'll be checking in on you crazy bastards when I can.
Wait, you're just gonna have us do your dirty work and that's it?
No, if it makes you feel any better, you're gonna make a hell of a lot of credits doing it.
Oh yes, the captain loves money and narcotics.
А это пропаганда, осуждаю. Ну, флагман индустрии получается, но новый CD-Red Project. Но большая часть игры, похоже, состоит вот из этой визуальной новеллы. Просто. Сколько она уже идет? Но здесь нет этого выбора диалогов, так что тут все идет по нативному.
And I'm going to need to set up my lab. Manticores don't grow themselves, unfortunately. We need a master mechanic.
Мастер-механик. А это не будет не Фортуна. А это мы пойдем за монстром.
However, I implanted a code onto its mainframe a while ago to track it, for insurance reasons.
Your coordinates have been received, Fortune. It appears this Mr. Dalek is quite close. Shall I set a course, Captain?
Когда ты можешь перемещаться по космическому пространству, у тебя нет понятия близко-далеко.
I think you can handle recruiting one guy, and I've got a galaxy-wide war campaign to plan, so I'll leave you to it. Check back in with me after Dalek's on board.
Вот эту заставку я даже не представляю, к чему она. Но выглядит очень классно. Только не види яиц. Только не види яиц. Хуже. Забавно то, что у нас корабль реально не видит члена, как показывали.
Rose, that you?
Captain, it appears he's able to detect us even in stealth mode.
I guess Fortune wasn't playing around when she said this guy was legit.
Where have you been, man? I got my last friggin' round in the chamber.
Peculiar. I think he believes us to be a weapons dealer.
You gotta hit me up with a supply drop of that sweet pharmaceutical bliss, or I'm gonna start.
Ну и многие шутки пока что непереводимы.
Over here.
He thinks we're some kind of dealer, all right.
Если буду делать классификатор, блин, ну, надо очень сильно стараться.
Let's lure him on board with the promise of narcotics and sexual pleasure.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, man, it's me. I got your order right here. The thing is, though, the hangar door is busted. You gotta come over here and get it.
Bro, you gotta be joking. You know I don't leave my station.
Yeah, sorry about the inconvenience. How about I give you a 20% discount and a blowjob bonus?
What the fuck?
Tell him all about it, babe.
Oh, yes. I will insatiably gobble your massive cock, Daddy.
Yeah, that works.
Wait a minute. You're not Steve. You got 5 seconds to explain just what the shit you're trying to pull here, man.
Whoa, okay. Listen, I got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is we're not the smugglers.
Блин, у меня такой прикольный галстук, как еще, помимо вот этой
The good news is we
сережки.
so happen to have a mutual interest in the narcotic arts, and I'd be happy to share what I'm holding if you happen to be Dalek.
There's no Dalek here, man. This is, an Imperium-sanctioned deep salvage operation. You know, salvaging stuff. Like,
Я не знаю, вот это так долго длится, то что я могу пойти и сделать это. Могу пойти и делать дела. Можно убраться, можно это. Вот просто первая миссия закончилась, эти диалоги нескончаемы. Блин, вот это знак мира, конечно, это прикольно. Я надеюсь, есть такая анимация после секса.
You and me both, little fella, but she's not gonna let me leave without you, so you better get your ass on me ship.
Offered me a job and threatening
За
me
сюжетом кто
at the
следить
same
будет?
time.
Что тут непонятного?
You really do work for Fortune, man.
Captain, sorry to interrupt, but I'm reading some dangerous activity on the scanners.
What kind of activity?
Oh, shit! I see them too!
Fuckbot activity.
Fuckbot. А, вот это тоже, о чем я говорил.
Right. Care to explain just what the hell those things are?
You don't know about the fuckbots? Where have you been?
Locked inside a lab by a bloodthirsty xenophobic military tyrant and forced to perform illegal genetic experiments.
Damn it, Lily. This is not the time to be dropping crucial parts of our backstories. That's for later. Those things are infected with a catastrophic pleasure droid system virus. They're going to impale us with laser cock swords, harvest our tech, and infect any other platform they find.
Если Киберпанк распустили на кам приколы, то здесь можно кок приколы, с приколы делать просто без конца.
are they doing way out here anyways?
Yeah, that's on me. I've got all sorts of premium robotics on board. You know, real Black Ops shit. They tried to knock me off a few times already, but
Ну так
I
там
was
не
able to
контекста.
convince them to
А тут в
fuck off with
контексте.
my Titan cannons. This time, looks like they brought backup.
Сюжет мы давно потеряли. Почему? Вот сейчас сколько уже, полчаса бесконечного сюжета.
Ah, isn't that a shame? If only there was someone around that was hoping to team up.
All right. Just help me get rid of the fuckbots and I'll come with you.
You got yourself a deal. Demi?
The Phoenix is ready for battle, Captain.
Mind if I tag along?
Почему Феникс так написан?
The odds are stacked against us. You could use an extra hand.
Это явно что-то такое.
Good as gold. I fly, you shoot. Let's show these robo-cunts a good time.
I'm locked and loaded, Captain. Tell
О,
me
не.
who to pop first.
Воу. Это будет не очень продолжительно.
Spread your slutty cheeks for daddy and bite down. I am going in raw. Lubrication is available for a search. Eat my fat pussy, you piece of shit!
Very clinical, Captain.
Хорошо, хоть с первого выстрела умирают.
Rather efficient on you. Most impressive.
Ядрите, это что за новая система атаки?
Bollocks, there's too many.
Relax, lady. I got just the thing. Get outside of the fun zone.
Ядрить. Я проиграл, да? Да.
I'm locked and loaded, Captain. Tell me who to
Надо было улетать от этой фигни. А, понятно, надо на краю сражаться.
Spread your slutty cheeks for daddy and bite down. I am going in raw. Lubrication is available for a search. Eat my fat pussy, you piece of shit!
Но от карты не двигается. Вот это самое печальное. Как бы как далеко ты вправо не летел, планета не сдвинется со своего центра. Но это чисто придирка.
Oh, bollocks, there's too
Вот тебе, кстати, за умор, вот тебе еще одна часть. О, нет.
I got just the thing. Get outside of the fun zone.
Зад.
What was that?
EMP blast. It takes a shitload of power though, so we're gonna have to wait for it to charge up again.
It's a shame that you boys always need to take a break when I'm still craving more.
Get your very own premium fisting package today. Comes with a free. Put it up my fucking boy pussy. Fuck.
Ах ты собака.
Take bacon. is open for Bro, they got one of my cannons. Help me out here.
О. Ой, собака. Ну. А. Повезло.
EMP's up. I'm gonna fry these suckers good. Shit, man! Second cannon's down! You gotta keep them off me! The EMP's all I got left!
Серьезно? Мне не кажется, что это корабль был с сиськами.
Here we go again, brah. Get the fuck out of range! Now!
Captain, the flagship has reached the station.
Drilled losers, let bulk ball engine.
Will surely render Mr. Dalek quite dead.
Oh, fuck no! Do not let that thing touch my station!
А, он двигается, понятно. Ядрить.
It's getting closer! Bro, if that thing penetrates my core, we'll all get wiped out by the shitstorm reaction! Stop that cock!
Relax, mate. We defo got this.
Dude, I was freaking the fuck out, but you totally saved me, brah. Deal's a deal. I'm packing my shit and coming aboard.
Fantastic job to both you and Lily, Captain. I will arrange for Mr. Dalek's transport to the Mary Celeste.
Я надеюсь, он понимает то, что только я один могу в случае чего на корабле девушек шпилить.
Magnificent. Evolution is a wonderful thing. Evolution is a wonderful thing.
В смысле, Бронз? Я, видать, не так много убил. По-моему, это хвост, но я не уверен.
Welcome aboard the Mary Celeste, Mr. Dalek.
Did you say the Mary Celeste? Holy shit!
Короче, пойду я, в случае чего, это поделаю дела. Если там что-то произойдет, я в этом не участвую.
Chronic run? What kind of dirty little endeavor was that?
The Imperium started cracking down on the narcotics trade after New Vegas got shut down. They were going to completely destroy the recipes and the inventory, man.
The government wanted the party to end permanently.
This friggin' ship smuggled thousands of designer drugs past an entire Imperium fleet and delivered them to dealers throughout the galaxy to duplicate and distribute.
As a scientist, I believe the preservation of knowledge is essential. That was quite noble, even if it was purely for your own pleasure.
It had to be done. The dank must flow.
I feel it is my duty as a fan of getting fucking annihilated and pissing off the Imperium to hook you guys up big time with these upgrades.
Should you need any assistance, logistical or otherwise, please let me know.
What do you mean by otherwise?
My anal outlet is equipped with 27 different suction settings, along with my...
Yeah, okay, Demi, thanks. I think we need to have a little talk about boundaries. Well, looks like you mates have some serious yakka to do when I got a week's worth of hard drugs and back episodes of Days of Our Tentacles to catch up on, so I'm gonna head to my quarters and leave you to it.
Yep, that sounds like one hell of a party.
Give me a shout when you're all done.
Lady Casadora, I have received word of the conflict between the Requital and the Solar Navy.
I wonder, Admiral. Can you feel it as I do? It is the end of my reign, yet also the grand dawn of a new prodigium. Obedient, docile, complete in its submission to our way of life.
Yes, my lady, I understand.
You understand, but do you believe?
I believe in the Imperium, as I always have.
Good. Then tell me what became of my final decree.
As you requested, our conscripts offered Grand Admiral Williff relief on Imperium sanctions and a substantial bounty for Blythe. A large dispatch of Solar Navy forces then engaged the Requital flagship, known as the Turbulence.
Do not hesitate, my Emodo. What was the outcome?
As you know, I fought their leader once before at the Battle of New Vegas. This General Blythe. She was formidable back then. But she appears to be even more so now, with the Requital at her command. Her monsters tore the Solar Navy apart, just as I believed they would. They didn't stand a chance.
Admiral, there's no need for such woeful expression. It was not exactly the outcome I desired, but this was beneficial to us nonetheless.
But the Solar Navy was devastated. We had hoped the relief of sanctions would lead them to finally accepting Imperium rule in time and obeying the Veil.
You poor fool. Is that what you thought we were trying to accomplish? I may have shown the Solars mercy at the Battle of New Vegas, but it was all part of a greater plan. The Wheel of Fate has been kind to us, always revealing a more convenient way to remove such pests in time. Understand this, Maimoto. The people of Prodigium will find it much harder to object to the end of these animals when they're the ones responsible for slaughtering each other.
Lady Casadora, I have served you loyally through nearly your entire reign.
Unquestionably, you have. Why is it then that I have a sudden vexatious intuition that you are about to cast doubt upon such a pristine record?
I must object to your actions.
Must you?
You promised there was going to be an end to this sort of genocidal madness.
Madness? Every one of your tasks, no matter how seemingly grave, was sanctimoniously performed in the name of the Veil. Why waste time mourning those that refuse to submit? All who choose to live under the Veil shall be sheltered from the chaotic horrors that persist outside its reach. Reducing the impurity of Prodigium may sometimes require drastic solutions. But we must lead our people to divinity, no matter the cost.
In the name of the Imperium, I soaked my ledger in blood. I bombarded heathen planets. I shot down defenseless refugee vessels fleeing certain death on Venera. I raised an entire city of innocent solar civilians who just wanted to have a good time and revel in the wondrous splendors of tits and ass. Now, I lay awake nights in fear at the thought of what atrocity you would have me commit next.
You poor soul. You're not seeing things clearly. You really should have eliminated those horrible creatures as soon as they arrived. But you did not. Now there's simply a larger infestation to be eradicated. I advise you to think of what happened at New Vegas as a bold step towards fixing your mistake.
You spoke of a grand dawn of the new Prodigium, and you asked me if I believed in it. To that, I answer affirmatively, but only because you no longer sit upon the throne. It is Celestina's time now.
Careful, Miyamoto. You are still bound to the Imperium, and to the Coven of Nine.
You need not worry. I will do as the Empress commands. But you are no longer the Empress, and I need not abide your needless cruelties any longer.
You speak out of turn. You're losing faith, Admiral. I may no longer be Empress, but I have not lost my immense power. Don't be a fool and turn against me now.
I apologize, Lady Casadora. I have conviction. I swear it upon my heart.
A firestorm of retribution will soon sweep Prodigium, and only the righteous will survive. If you thought serving me was akin to a nightmare, you had better hope the new Empress stands the test of her devotion. From now on, remember your vow to us. Keep those imbecile conjectures in your small head, where they belong.
Yes, it was absurd for my thoughts to stray from the greater good. It will never happen again.
You are forgiven, but I will not forget this transgression. Try to be more understanding in the future.
I will, Lady Casadora. I will remain faithful.
Yes, you will. You will all keep your faith. Not a single soul shall be permitted to stray from beneath the veil.
Captain, Mr. Dalek and I have finished the installations. The newly refurbished hangar You will be able to access and purchase upgrades for the Phoenix here to aid you in space combat.
I'll be hanging out here too, bro, so, feel free to drop by if you want to take a hit. Or 20.
You little ripper, I'll take you up on that.
This is the engine room. Upgrades for the Mary Celeste to improve navigation can be ordered here.
Nice. I'm stoked to see how she'll perform now.
Next, the locker room. Should you wish to purchase sexy yet incredibly impractical new outfits for your commanders, this is the place to do it.
This is the Manticore lab. The more biomatter you find out there, the more mantics I can create for our army.
The ship is yours, Captain. Welcome to the new Mary Celeste.
Такс. Почему я вижу XCOM на своем компьютере? Я же Subverse играл. About sex. Серьезно?
How's it hanging? Speaking of which, you mind putting some pants on?
Ты должен
What the
надеть.
hell, man? I mean, I'm pretty chill, but do you have any idea how fucking culturally insensitive it is to tell a Veneran dude to cover his junk?
Ну, что я вообще пропустил?
There's not much we have left after the Imperium let our goddamn planet explode with most of us on it.
Появление.
Our dick swinging away. It's all we fucking
Появление Империи Медведей. Охереть.
Sorry, mate. I thought you were just perverts or something.
Fucking of course we are. Why do you think it became a tradition in the first place?
I never met another Veneran mechanic, though.
When you're as pretty as me, you end up alone with a lot of free time on your hands. Those hands look for something to do, and I just happen to grow up near an Imperium.
Значит, это был не хвост, если он штаны не носит.
Coincidence. As a solar, I was also raised in an actual dump.
Anytime I found something broke, I fixed it. If I couldn't fix it then, I waited for the parts I needed to get thrown out, or made do with what I had. You know, it's funny. My people weren't there for me, so I started to become more interested in machines. Now I'm surrounded by machines, and the thing I miss most are the people that never cared about me in the first place.
And here I thought you were just a cheeky comic relief stoner imp with 4 balls.
6, Cap. I got a set of 6 on me.
Не хочу спрашивать него насчет секса. Ну, у корабля скудный саунд. А, это, короче, тут... Это те, кто будут высаживаться, понятно. Интересно, подгрузка такой локации. Трофеи явно какие-то. Отдых. Ага. В скором времени. Интер Пандору. Yes, please. Это вот как раз сцена. Угу. На каждый свой, понятно. Но это пока не нужно. Это не нужно. Так. Инженеринг. Я думал, тут Лили будет. В 3D графике неплохо, кстати, выглядит. Наполеон. Угу. Ну вот собака это мощно. Я бы собаку максил. О, да.
How'd someone like you end up an outlaw?
Еще дальше сюжет
I
отдвигаем.
kind of misbehaved my way here. I was once one of the top scientific researchers in the solar military. They recognized my aptitude and assigned me to study the various xenos of the Prodigium galaxy. I was naturally scientifically curious about the sexual compatibility between solars and various aliens, so I tended to take a lot of my work home with me. Some saw that as unprofessional. I saw them as cock-blocking bureaucrats.
Быстро.
I have to say, the Mary Celeste is quite remarkable for being owned by a miscreant smuggler such as yourself. However, I have a few requests that could use your attention. For starters, I have hydraulic fluid from upstairs leaking onto my operating table. I asked for an array of flasks and tubes, but Dalek brought me some burnt glass contraptions clearly contaminated with psychedelic residue. Ah, and I also need a ballistics blast shield, with a torso side opening in the middle. Some of our manticores can ejaculate over 5 steaming hot gallons at a time with a range of nearly 30 meters, and I don't want the lab equipment or my hair getting contaminated. While you're at it, I'd also appreciate you updating the comm channels so my lab is no longer designated as Big Titty Central. Did you really just hand me a piece of paper with prescription spelled incorrectly at the top? With delicious MILF butthole on the bottom?
Don't think you'll have any trouble filling that, eh? By the way, I think I know you.
Well, I'd hope so. We have slept together.
I used to be the chief of security in the red light district in New Vegas. We had some scientist Sheila order 3 Veneran gigolos once. A night with just one of those lads is enough to take your legs out for a week. When I tried to warn her, she just gave me this look like, bitch, please.
I will neither confirm nor deny my presence during said transaction. I will confirm, however, that I may have found a way to increase the vaginal and anal endurance of female solars by over 1,000%.
How'd you get so ace with that sniper rifle?
Let's just say my time in the solar military came with multiple benefits. As I'm sure you know, there's only 1 medic per platoon in the solar military. The requirements for the position are somewhat elementary for a medical professional of my exceptional talent. So I spent most of my spare time practicing target acquisition and elimination. A proper lady should always be able to handle herself in combat, after all.
Any thoughts on what to do next?
I'm not the one to ask for advice regarding the revolution. Rather, you should contact Fortune. We must not tarry. She will know what to do. Fortune may be a bit prickly, but she is trustworthy. In fact, I owe her my life. I will vouch for her without a moment's hesitation. Now, if you happen to need anything concerning biological weapons that can break someone in half on command, feel free to let me know.
Это значит просто то, что есть диалоги. Двигаешь ли они дальше сюжет? А хер знает. Ну, со всеми стоит поговорить, я так думаю. Ну, давай, давай.
The Mary Celeste? This thing is fucking incredible, bro! Like, she's got insane prototype tech I've never seen or even heard of before. Where did you get this?
I found it.
You're pulling my chain, man.
Nobody was home. Finders, keepers.
Well, if that's true, you better be careful. Someone paid a hell of a lot of dough for this baby. One day, they're gonna come looking for her.
Good thing I stole me a phoenix too.
Hell yeah. She's a real beauty too. Let me tell you, the maneuverability on the Phoenix is insane. Not to mention the firepower. Still, there was room for improvement. That's why I gave her a good one over. You know, a little something something.
Dalek, did you put your dick in my ship?
Relax, man. I souped up her targeting systems and enhanced the afterburner overdrive limiter. I also made the adaptive auxiliary systems modular, depending on which of the babes you got with you in the cockpit.
Wow, you're an absolute legend.
That's right. It was actually Lily's idea, though, so tell Dr. Margulis I give her props for that fine suggestion.
I'll be sure to pass that on.
If you don't mind, tell her I give her props for that fine rack she's blessed us with as well.
And I'll be sure not to pass that on. Thanks, Dalek.
You bet, bro.
Привет, Орликин.
What do you want, my dude? I was in the middle of setting up my new holo terminal to watch the OFPWL. Oiled Fuda Pro Wrestle fucking League. There's a steel butt plug match tonight.
Ah, I see you're a connoisseur of the fine arts.
Yeah, well, nobody's gonna be tugging a thing unless I get the COM ports on this ship fixed. None of your rooms get any decent signals. I think your wiring is faulty, pal.
Only the bridge of my quarters have working hollows after that fleet breaker cannon detonated right next to us.
Since I'm guessing you don't want me spanking it in your bedroom, I'll get that shit fixed up for you. Oh yeah, and speaking of the bridge, that crazy fortune broad left you a message on your comms terminal.
Who gave you access to that?
Might want to update your passwords, pal. Cumsluts69 is one hell of a security vulnerability.
Great job with the upgrades. Things were kinda starting to fall apart around here.
Kinda? You see that catalyst core over there?
The squarey, shapy, glowy thingy?
No, next to that. By the way, last time I checked, squares had 4 sides, bro, not 5.
Well, usually anything above 4 I just call a blocky.
Huh. Anyways, you see how stripped that thing is? If it came loose while we were making a gate jump, your entire body would have turned inside out from the asshole.
That's why we're happy to have you here, even if you did spend years of your life living on a giant butt.
Oh yeah? I built myself the Keister Station so I could live out the rest of my days in peace, drowning in cheap booze and depraved porno. The perfect combo.
Yeah, that still doesn't explain why your station was shaped like a pair of ass cheeks.
Bruh, let me make this easy for you. Curved surfaces made out of deuteronium steel alloy sheets deflect radio waves off them with 99.9% efficiency at ranges up to 250 parsecs. Which you know greatly enhances sensor avoidance if you knew jack shit about staying hid without using some fancy stealth drive.
Literally shaped like an ass.
Whatever, man. I'm not the one with panties on my face.
Я просто ни хера не понимаю, поэтому мне все равно ничего не то могу сказать. Ну давай, давай, киборг.
I am a heavily modified Apex 17 series combat, serial number D19M445. I specialize in navigation, maintenance, tactical naval combat, communication, and translation.
Да, серьезно.
I also have a generous intelligence suite featuring such plugins as
Как сейчас до мемного дойдет.
or adaptive language learning, which allow me to customize my vocabulary over time to match my crew.
A bit glitchy, that one. I never expected to hear a mainframe say, "Massacre my fucking cervix."
My apologies for any further irregularities. The Mary Celeste is what you Solars would call a bitchin' kick-ass piece of hardware. Her Durasteel alloy hull, coupled with the auxiliary shield generators, provide a level of protection not afforded to most
Долго шумно-мемного.
Her robust cargo bay is ideal for storing hazardous contraband.
Блин, там рано или поздно Золмуру дойдет.
Smuggling sorties. Also, she is one of the fastest ships on record in her category, with warp drive recharge rates that are, dare I say, off the charts. However, the most impressive facet of the
Где еще модератор? А, все остальные сами пускай отбиваются.
which, of course, is extremely illegal under Imperium law.
Yeah, I may have juiced the old girl up a bit.
I am still amazed you found such a remarkable craft drifting through space without any clue.
Не знаю, то, что даже нет лицевых анимаций, меня это вообще не триггерит. Но только посмотреть на эту милашку.
And upgrading her.
Any clue where the Mary Celeste came from?
The archives were long erased when I came on board. She is likely a custom prototype, commissioned in secret. I have no other viable conclusions outside of that.
Were you originally designed to, you know...
Captain, what does that strange melody signify?
Fucking!
Oh, no, I was not. My Pleasure Suite upgrade was ordered by Dreadlord Tybalt. I am eternally grateful that you found me before he had the chance to test it.
You have any pleasure protocols I haven't tested yet?
There is one thing. Since you are a massive pervert, I should inform you that an application called Slut Mode is integrated in my programming. However, Slut Mode is incredibly unstable. Activation without proper debugging could lead to permanent damage.
Damage to your systems?
No, I mean permanent damage to the genitals of everyone on board.
Huh. I think we'll let that one sit for a while.
I believe that is a wise decision, Captain.
Hey, Demi, can I have a minute?
That is something I appreciate about you, Captain. You know I will do anything you ask without hesitation, yet you still address me with proper etiquette. Unlike my previous captain.
That fuckwit Tybalt doesn't exactly set a high standard to meet. But thanks.
How may I be of assistance?
Это фаворка.
You think the fuckbots are getting dangerous enough to flip this galaxy arse over tit?
I would surmise so. Only 1 year after the first confirmed raid, the fuckbots have managed to rapidly spread across every nebula. The Imperium is struggling to successfully control their expansion.
Speaking of mechanical perverts, how are you getting on with Dalek?
Mr. Dalek's capabilities are exceptional. He is able to fully diagnose and understand complex systems issues of the Mary Celeste within seconds, and find a solution simply through intuition alone. Remarkable for an organic. However, I do wish he would stop offering to upgrade my chassis. I've already told him several times that my outlets are capable of self-maintenance, and he is not licensed to work on Apex Industries models. Regardless, he is rather insistent that I pop my hood so he can have a good look inside.
Right. I'll have a word with him. And maybe you could do me a favor and deal with Fortune?
Concerning what, Captain?
I don't suppose there's a way you can block her out of your system so my own mainframe doesn't end up bloody killing me?
That would be impossible, Captain. She has installed a rootkit deep inside my firmware that cannot be removed. Also, I would like to make you aware that this conversation is technically bugged.
Wait, is she listening to us right now?
Not at this very moment. However, she can access my memory banks at any time. Incidentally, do you recall asking me to begin recording our fuck sessions for your Ultimate Vag Slam compilation?
Of course. We're up to volume 3.
Fortune connected to that segment of footage 2 weeks ago for a few seconds, then disconnected. Then she reconnected for nearly 1 minute, disconnected, then reconnected again for approximately 10 minutes while skipping around the segment. Perhaps she was searching for something.
That dirty bird.
I do not understand.
Never mind. What about Lily? I'm still not sure I can trust her.
That is strange. You do not trust her, and yet you fucked her? In fact, you fucked her a lot.
Too true. But she seems to have, ulterior motives?
Ulterior. And I do agree. While Dr. Margulis appears to be rather friendly, a simple psychological profiling detects the presence of anger, regret, and deep internal conflict. Her constant need for stress relief in the form of gigantic alien cock does seem to support that assessment.
Looks like we're on the same page as always.
As always, Captain.
Блин, арты вот классные. Блин, прям вот отдельный вид искусства. О, main quest. Complete side quest. Месть красного. Ну, наконец-то новая игра. Супер Пи. Но это же не Вок. Yourself kill some what's this words help. Так, кстати, надо как-то вылетать. Воу. Это тоже норм. Ну не Вок же. Ты знаешь, что мы больше 20 минут прослушали диалоги? Я даже уже успел пойти помыться.
I think the collection of dong-shaped laser burns on the Phoenix speak for themselves.
Those things are seriously getting out of hand. But as long as they stay away from the central planets.
Ну не знаю, в принципе, если вот на слух понятно, переводить бы я не стал, чтобы не потерять шутки.
Pardon me, but I have an incoming encrypted transmission from Senator Erarch.
Greetings, heathens. How goes our noble mission of destabilizing the Imperium?
Erarch, you mad cunt! You missed out on one hell of a fuckbot party.
What now?
Fuckbots, mate! You never heard of them?
Fuckbots. Oh, right, the glitched out sex droids. Those piles of junk are still around?
Correct. Which makes our mission all the more important. Now listen up. We've got a hot date arranged with your next commander. Actually, it's more like a blind date. That she hasn't agreed to yet. And might murder you during.
Чуть хуже, чем Вок, но что-то поделать, не играть же в него по КД.
Her name is Varaz Calision, and she's rather hard to contact. She had a falling out with Tybalt several years ago. Remember, your buddy? Ever since then, she's been on the run from his death squads.
Falling out with Tybalt? Wait, is she a fucking pirate? Are you crazy? There's no way I'm working with her.
Not all pirate clans follow the same code of murder, pillage, and general ass-hat behavior, Captain. I thought you were aware of that.
She is correct. A brief search resulted in the discovery of 46 code variances across 46 clans.
Codes! I've been dealing with pirates ever since New Vegas went south, and let me tell you, all they're good for is being complete and total dicks that no one likes.
Yeah, well, you didn't want Lily on board either. But look at how that turned out.
She has a point, Captain. My logs indicate that you have already fucked approximately 4.32 times per day since her arrival.
Only 4, Captain? Ooh, Father Time must be catching up with you. But seriously, Glycion is just the kind of girl we need. Pissed off at the Imperium and one hell of a fighter. Up until the recent mutiny deposed her, she regularly led raids on the richest Imperium worlds and strongholds. Her booty hauls were legendary.
Sounds like you and Colisean had a little run-in, eh?
A while back, she crashed a black tie banquet I was hosting. She single-handedly took out our security, and we're talking about elite Imperium troops here. After that, she waltzed right into the ballroom, holding one of their heads like a purse.
Yep, that's some proper savage shit right there. Respect.
She ordered us all to empty our pockets, and we did so without hesitation. I've never seen such brutal confidence in a woman. I knew from that moment we had to have her on the team.
Don't tell me you got the hots for her, Iraq.
I must admit, there's something uniquely attractive about a vicious, bloodthirsty woman holding your life in her hands with such disdain. Then again, I'm still a little pissed that she used her plasma saber to carve "Eat Me, Sissy Bitch" into the hood of my new shuttle on the way out. That kind of kink-shaming is just uncalled for.
Captain, you're currently being pursued by Tybalt, a warlord with a hard-on for your death in command of the largest pirate fleet in Prodigium. That's a big fucking issue for the Revolution.
Вот они опять
Coliseon will
это
help us remove
анонс.
that issue from the equation. Track her down and give her the data capsule we pulled from Tybalt's ship. Trust me, she'll be thrilled to get it.
Спасибо за подписку.
I agree with Fortune's assessment. Coliseon is
Просто жесть, сколько эти диалоги идут.
neutralizing Tybalt. She'll also
Пойду
make an
семью заведу.
excellent commander.
Hopefully that'll be enough to get her on the team. Or we might actually have to rely on your charms.
Taking the piss again, I see. Concerning that data, can you do me a solid and decrypt it so I can see what it is?
No, because then you could easily sell a copy of it on the black market.
I would never! Fortune, I am offended.
Captain, I know everything. Did you forget I'm able to compromise your mainframe?
No, I just didn't think you'd see that coming. Shit!
Shall I cancel the auction, sir?
Listen, Captain. You get one with me.
Играю в
One
чайник,
more,
ставлю.
and you're going to wake up in the middle of the night, outside your ship, with no spacesuit and no apology.
Sorry, Fortune.
I wait for the fact the future of this galaxy depends on you. Coliseon was last seen close to your current position. I forwarded the coordinates, so report back when she's on board.
Can't blame a bloke for trying, huh?
You know, I remember a time when you were one of the most respected solars in Prodigium. Chief of
Сколько
Security
игра
at
есть?
the Red
15
Light
гигабайтов?
District in New Vegas.
По-моему, все ушло вот на
Seeing you
это.
turn that deplorable shithole into the monumental fucktopia it became was... I gotta tell you, man, it was truly remarkable.
It was different back then. I wasn't just fucking about shipping narcs and cutting down pirates to pay the bills. I was part of something.
A word of advice, old friend. One that should be obvious. This is your chance to be part of something again. Fortune may doubt you, but I never have. And I never will.
Oh, thanks, mate. Really. Means a lot coming from you.
You're welcome. Now, pull the pity party dick out of your ass and go do your job so I can pay you and not have to worry about any further lame-ass con artist buffoonery.
Ha! Loud and clear, you old bastard.
I will now provide a brief tutorial on how to use the navigation system of the Mary
Это все еще было обучение.
literally point and click, and there is almost no way for anyone with half a brain to fuck this up.
Клик on Dragon Devil. Кстати, прикольно. Прикольная карта галактики. Блин, я бы это даже на рабочий стол поставил. Я позже говорю, тут ужасно нам диалог. Те, кто сказал, что игра. Где это?
You can now travel around the system and interact with planets and other
А
points
вот
of interest.
Mass Effect.
Should you choose to leave, simply guide the Mary
Вархаммер,
Celeste
судя
into
по
the
всему.
nearest warp gate.
Scan location. Get Find the planet Святогор. Святогор. Еще Берсерию не играл, там на 12 часу. Ну, туториал. Я играл в Берсерию. Страница игры в Steam говорит, что это весьма откровенный Mass Effect. Я думаю, это отчасти правда. Ты прямо Cosmic Event no as it's a jump out with the large quote in space prodigy. Это к чему-то отсылка, я только не знаю. Масло вроде. На Тесла не похоже. У меня недостаточно знаний английского, поэтому не могу точно сам сказать. Ладно, поехали. Святогор, планета, ё-моё. Русские реально здесь есть. Блин, вот эти арты, конечно, тоже еще отдельное искусство. Тали даже вон какая-то есть.
I see them, Captain.
What are you cheeky cunts up to?
Мотивация потянуть знание языка.
Inside that chest that contains the
Я могу в голове
of the
переводить,
data capsule
но
without
просто может
went
быть
to
не
the ship.
совпадать информация.
Then we want it. Prep the Phoenix.
Wait, Captain. I detect several other ships approaching.
What's going on?
I am not sure. I will patch into their comms so we can find out.
You can do that?
Oh, yes. Fortune made several upgrades to my firmware.
When was this?
While you were hungover in your quarters, of course.
To formation, you sons of bitches! I want every one of those traitors dead and that payload in my hands in the next 5 fucking minutes! Make it happen!
Кажется, сейчас тут будет демоняка у нас. Да.
You think you're going? Callistian, I beg you. I never supported the mutiny. Fuck Tibble. Please just don't kill me.
You sad twat. Very well. Go back to that arse-knuckling 20-centimeter wank stain and tell him that Gornagot's treasure is mine! And mine alone.
Yes! Yes, my queen, I swear it! Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Never gets old.
Никогда не устареет.
Oh shit! Am I actually peeking at the paradoxical pending process of poised potent pirates perilously pirating a peculiar payload from paddock pestilent pirates?
Лол, сколько П.
This is indeed unexpected.
I am terrified of this woman, and that is so attractive to me.
I agree. She has quantifiably apex fuckability. Shall I hail her ship, Captain?
Yeah, but keep us in stealth for now.
This is the Mary Celeste hailing Ms. Veraz Colizion. Our captain wishes to speak with you.
Your captain better learn to address me by my proper title unless he wants to end up like these worthless traitors right here.
This is the captain speaking. What's your rank?
Queen! I am Pirate Queen Colizion the Red, Supreme Commander of the true Dread Fleet.
Right. Well, my queen, the last time I checked, a fleet was just a few more than 5 ships, and your mate Tybalt was sitting on the throne.
Listen, you shit-dwelling parasite.
Tybalt was not given that title. He violated our code, turned an entire fleet against me, and killed dozens of my most loyal, trusted friends in order to steal the crown, along with the majority of my finest panties!
Those are indeed the actions of a true bastard. Can't blame the guy for the lingerie abduction though, right? I mean, look at you. I'm about as cunt-struck as I've ever been.
You are to immediately apologize, or I swear I will hunt you down and force you to do it without any fucking teeth!
How about I just give you something you really, really want instead?
You think you've got something I want? Alright, take your ship out of stealth mode and we can negotiate.
How about no, because I got a feeling you'll just kill us and take it?
For fuck's sake. I offer my royal vow that I will not kill you.
I'm afraid I'll also need a guarantee that one of your mates won't fire a rocket up our
Отчасти
arse
да,
the
но...
second we drop our shield.
На кой тебе тут нужен диалог в
I
окно?
see you're skilled in the art of the dick move.
Alright, enough pissing around. Demi, show her the prezi.
You will find that the encryption of this data capsule matches the one you just murderously appropriated.
This is... How did you get this?
Easy. I stole it from Tybalt after I blew his ship to pieces.
Everyone, weapons off. Captain, I'm boarding.
Классно держит.
So, you're the one that took out Tybalt's battleship.
Welcome aboard, Queen Calizion. This is the first time we have had royalty on the bridge.
I'm not sure the leader of a homicidal group of rabbit scroats with spaceships really counts.
Captain, since you have something I want, and I am a guest on your ship, I feel it necessary to provide you with knowledge of my need to immediately disembowel the fuck out of those that insult me.
Let's just say I'm not exactly fond of your people, which is why I've spent the better part of the last few years removing as many pirates from the galaxy as possible.
Oh, I see. You actually think Tybalt and I are the same. He believes in stealing from and killing anyone he wishes, which makes him an absolute prick in my book. The Imperium was our real enemy when I was queen. The Dreadfleet took from the government and gave back to the people they exploited. Those people then gave us shelter, information, and occasionally some kick-ass drugs.
Ah, I guess we're not so different after all. I would genuinely like to retract my Scroat Queen statement.
Granted. And I will admit you've come much closer to killing Tybalt than I have, and that has endeared you to me in some very small way. Now, I'm here for one reason. Before we discuss terms, tell me, where is it?
More importantly, what is it?
Are you seriously not aware that you have one of the 6 pieces of the legendary treasure map of Gornagoth the Snucklefucker?
Alright, I want you to be completely honest with me here. Did you just make up that title?
Give it here.
Извиняюсь.
There are 6 encrypted keys scattered throughout Prodigium. Tybalt had one, I have one, and there are 4 more out there. When all of them are put together, it'll reveal the location of an absolute shitload of loot. The location of Gornagoth the Snucklefucker's
Смысл
treasure
прикрывать,
trove.
если все равно трусы видно?
There's only 2 things I want in this life, Captain. One is that treasure, and the other is making sure that little pillock
Какой милый
is
хвост.
too fucking dead to ever find it.
That works quite well for us.
Очень не похоже, что она сейчас злится. Если это такая злоба, то это слишком мимимишно.
I must admit, killing Tybalt and getting rich in the process does sound like a rather productive use of my time. Still, If I help you, you're gonna have to help me.
Name your terms of parley. What are you after?
Oh, I can think of plenty of things I want from you. What I need is someone to join my crew.
Oh, Captain. If you actually manage to help me take out Tybalt and get that treasure, I'll do a lot more for you than join your crew.
Am I crazy, or was that an implication of sweet scarlet booty in my near future?
Don't get too excited. Personally, I think it's more likely you fail. In which case, I'll have to kill you for wasting my time. It's the principle of the matter.
Все, ребят, расходимся.
Seems reasonable.
What is this mission of yours, anyways?
Oh, you know, nothing too heavy. Piece of piss, really.
We're going to
Придется играть одному.
Maybe a little bit.
You can't be serious.
I think it's time you met Fortune and the Manticores. Just be sure to watch out for the huge swinging dicks. Those things could put your remaining eye out.
Ну и ладно, пускай это остается. Ну, на этом поиграно.
Queen Coliseon has provided us with intel on where the rest of the treasure map pieces could potentially be located. I've prepared the ship for an extended fetch quest.